uh, applying the necessary. Can you hear me? Since the internet connection may be not working.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I would ask to permission to have this recording so that we will have
Yes, sir.
and also and this time I think every student has a group already. So every student now will have to organize or try to communicate with your group. And after you communicate, you're going to submit the project. And and this way, you could start earlier. And also, I'll just want you to have the sample project on the Packet Tracer. And it seems that some of the students have not yet submit the first activity. So meaning there will be chances that if I'm going to give you a uh, just only a simple network diagram, and also for your project and for your laboratory, your module 7, and we will stop until module 8. And modules are by group, and assignment is made by individual. So in this case, module, you could be able to finish it earlier because it's by group. And in this time, we will have to discuss now. So I'm going to share another screen for Pocket Tracer. Where's the screen? Okay, so we go first to I'm going to write here the list of members first to have it formally obligation for us to do our task. Okay, so for BS3 Info 3A, so group 1, anybody here from group 1? Info 3A, group 1. Please say yes if you're from group 1 for BS Info 3A. Info 3A, group 1, wala. Because I'm going to assign your task. Okay, so since there's no group 1, so we'll have to have their sample project. So for mhm. So we have PC and virtual private network, and this one would be for group one. Okay. For group one, section three, info 3A. So you're going to uh,
Sir, good afternoon.
first, good afternoon. Info 3A group one. So this would be your project for group one. I'm just going to assign this. So did you see where did I get the sample file? So later we'll have at this time I'm going to assign each group their project, and you will have it afterwards. This is group one PS info 3A. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to perform this task and explain what happens in the communication. So this is already a made so what you're going to answer is first, before you answer, you need to observe how packets move on the server, and this is already configured, so there's no such thing that you cannot find it difficult to do this. And what are the communication protocols implemented, and discuss your discuss the parts of the network, how it operates. So you could have this in my PowerPoint slide, and for what have you learned doing this? Okay, we'll admit this. Okay, can you see the okay? So this is for Info 3A Group 1 project. So example, I'm going to have let's try to have to simulate this. So what you're going to do, follow the instruction. So since is it off or on? Okay, on. Okay, you see if it is off, it's red. So I think it's on already. And you're going to ping server. So you know how to type ping. So again, to ping AA server, what you're going to do, from PCO. So this is PCO. So example, we have to ping. So when you say ping, you need to connect to the server or try to check if the server is on or off. So if it is done, so you be able to perform this. Can you see the command prompt on the screen? Okay. So what happened? There is 50% lost, and but the round trip was about 50%. So and also for virtual private network. So what you're going to do after pinging this from PCOs, start the VPN client, use the following information to connect. So you meet- okay, and after this, you're going to have it by you go to Tracer, and where's our here? And from PCO, start the VPN client by following the information. So we're going to look for the client information. So close. And if you want to start VPN, so you click from desktop, you close the command prompt and start with VPN, and you type the client here. So just like this one, Cisco group, follow, and encode all the things inside. And once connected, you will have PCO. And after this, I want you to prove that you are successful with your project. You need to submit the configured file as part of your project, and also using the format that what we have for submission. So each student will have its project by following the format. So what is the format, by the way, when we submit? So since last time you haven't submit yet, so the format is you have your okay, I'll try to look for the format. I think I have it on the first slide. Okay, a second. Okay, so the format is uh going to share my I'll just share my Google Classroom, okay? So that it would be fair for all to see the format that is being published in your uh, sharing. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start this. Okay, from here, so you could see the format from the people who able to submit the first one. So what are the module? Okay, so you have the format. Okay. So example, a good format that will give you better grade is this one. So you will follow this format and just follow the necessary steps for your project, and that would be it. So we have your rubrics also being implemented. So if you receive like you know, if I put here 23, maybe on another. Okay. So these are the rubrics for this project, and also for your and for the another one. So this is the format you're going to follow. And also take note of the file name in PDF. You shall have this. And what's the difference is you will have just a project here on the last part. Projects, you put project finish. And also what's lacking here is the group number. Also, you need to put the group number at this point in your name. So that's it. So, let's see who got okay, this is the correct name. So follow this format when you submit your project. So first you put the course, the program. You have IT-NET 2, Group 6, and you put your last name, first name, and the last one will be your project. Okay, so that's for the format. And for the project, we'll go back to the Packet Tracer for Group 1. So this is the thing that you're going to follow for Info 3A Group 1. Now, for Group 2, so you will have a different project. So I'll just save this. Okay, now we go to another group. Okay. So for three B, group 1, so you'll have yes, okay, you'll have okay, so we have a home router. Maybe this one is applicable. Okay. So home router wireless access point. Okay. So this is a similar question also from group 1 3A. So just follow the question that we have. So I'll check. Okay, so I'll check. For group 1 3B, you have also these questions. Okay. That's for 3B, group 1, and for group 2, we have So we have this beam forming. Okay, so this is for group 2. So what you're going to do, you're just going to have wireless. It's one of the easiest. Okay, and the last part, you have answer the following. So how do we simulate this? Packets. So example and play. Okay. So what they are going to solve is to make uh, house router configured and set up in a bin forming. So as you notice, the second message was correct already because you see a check on it. So meaning there's a successful data transfer using the wireless home router. That's how you simulate this. Now for another group. So this is 3A2. Let's now go to another group. So for 3B group 2, so we have samples. Okay, so we have, okay, we have this one, HR guest. Okay, so we have one of the easiest project just to communicate with the guest. So how are you going to put, so you have this already, wireless connection, and you're just going to observe. This is, so this is for group 2 for your project. Okay, so simulation finish. So this. Okay, you know when there's something wrong, if there's failed, and what you're going to do is to have the correct access point. So you will check here, and try to see if you could manage to solve the connection between guest and that would be the so if you're not seeing the result, you try to delete the previous one, and you know if you have the correct connection, if you are successful for this. And also, if you want to simulate, I think this one works. Now you see, you have already successful data packet sent on the devices. So these are the time of simulation. So you'll see how it takes time to send the packet of data when you're simulating.
Sir, pwede ka, sir?
Yes.
Nang sa ano na bala, sir, sa amon nga ano, ng group ng amon ni subong
Oh.
admin privileges, sir, hindi na ma-access ang guest, sir. So ang packet nga isend sang ano, sang owner
Mm.
or sang administrator ng direct lang sa ano, sa PC from the router pero hindi malantaw sang guest. Do ama mo
Oh.
na, sir.
Yes, correct. So what you're going to do para maka-access, you need to have the same ano gani ang aton ginaobra. We have to have the same gateway, di ba?
Okay,
So
sir, okay, sir.
if we don't have the same gateway, you could not access this one. And look, nag-red or nag-X.
Pero
So
sir, sir magano sir, magbutang bala sang IP configuration sir basta makuha lang ang target bala nga ano ga goal or
yes.
objective.
Oh, so depends on the sample na iatag ko na ano na simulation. So kung ang inyo na simulation amo lang ni ka simple, so syempre kung ano lang dang gina-ask sa step, amo lang na inyo brahon. So hindi niyo na ipagdungangan kay ginapa-complicate niyo pa inyo kaugalingon for your project. So you will just add
O sige sir.
because you will as a group you will also try to divide the task. So tapos yun na ni simulate, so you will discuss it by group and tapos paano nyo ni masulat ni ang mga you could check my PowerPoint, my PDF file because some of the answers already there also. So in that way, so you could finish. So if I ask only for step 1, step 2, so you will just do this. So it depends on the sample that I'm going to give you. So kung ano lang da ang gina-require, amo lang na. So kung duwa lang ka computer, duwa lang inyo ibutang, not do not add more devices. Okay?
Okay sir, thank you. Good.
Okay. Wala na ta time to have more devices.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Hmm. Now we go to group 3 for your project. So this is group uh, info 3B group 2. And I save it. Okay, so we stop simulation. So if you want to stop simulation, you just click real time, because if you forgot to have it, it would take a lot of buffer on this side. So you must all read this area, because since you have only two computers, it's easier. But if you have so many computer here, it would take time for you to finish the simulation. So you have to open another sample. No. Next group. Okay. So next group, maybe we'll have a different Bluetooth. Okay. This Bluetooth paired connection on group. We're done with group 2, 3B. So we now move to group 3 of 3A randomly. Okay, so we have this Bluetooth connection. Okay, so for group 3, info 3A, so you have this task. So just follow the necessary items. So when he says you go to SBC 0, so you go to SB 0, and what you're going to do, so you're going to the config tab, and just follow the instruction. So you'll have to have the Bluetooth interface, and what's next? So click discover this, and you have that. So meaning when you say discover, so you know that there is another Bluetooth device that is will be connected. So you will just click pair, and you try to also simulate by using like one file to another. So after that, you will just answer these questions. Okay. So that is for group 3 for BS Info 3A. That would be your project. And now we go now to BS Info 3B, Group 3. So you have new sample. Okay. So let's try Linksys IoT. Okay, IoT. Mhm. Okay. So there are a lot of things here, but I will just select the easiest one. Maybe. Oh, toggle switch. Yeah, home speaker maybe. Not difficult. Okay. So this is one of the application of networking, advanced networking in Internet of Things. So this is for okay. So what is the pocket here? Is that you have the packet on this side. You're not going to send packet to the home speaker, but the speaker will try to communicate with your server once the seeker sent data. So, okay, we'll try speaker define sound based on the analog reads. Turn on the knob. So, you just turn on the knob here, and we'll try if there's no that's zero. We'll try to check if there is. I think you could not switch zero. It's not functional. I think this would not send data because there's no functional port as mentioned. So we'll simulate. Okay. So you will try to check where the packet is going and if it is successful or not. So where do you think is the successful packet? It's from the okay, so you have checked. You finished already with the simulation. So the packet arrived at PC0 and home speaker. And if you want to end the simulation, you're just going to click this because this one is not a simulation because we don't start our communication with the switch, right? So dapat halin sa server ang communication, then you go to switch but not going to the switch and to release the information because in that case that packet doesn't have any data at all. So you will have data once you have from the server. So this one is a successful sent from the server. Okay. And we go back to real time. And this is for group 3 of 3B. Save us. So this was interesting. So maybe we need to have another from this section. So this is group 3 of section B. Now let's move forward to another group 4 of section A. Okay, so I go to IoT and maybe environment is good. Sprinkler doors. Okay, okay. So we have this. So you're just going to click this one and there are items that you need to use. So there are remote control. Maybe this doesn't give us a lot of information on networking, so I'll change this. Open sample. No. Okay, this one is virtual machine. This is more on the virtual private. Okay, maybe this one is good. So you're going to add virtual machine. So we are now on group 4, okay, of info 3A. So you have this example. You're going to add a new virtual machine. So you have two virtual machines already from PC 1, and you're going to set up this. So you go to the server and server tab. So you have services, and you go to VM management. Out here, you click this. Okay. So this is for group 4, 3A. Okay, we'll check this one if it is good. Okay, this one is good. So we have this as for 3B. B is info 3B, and you have group 4, and you have. Okay. Okay, so this group 4, 3B. Now we go now to group 5. Okay, wait by HTML. This one I think is good. Okay, this one is good. Okay, so this one is Info 3A Group 5. And now we go to group from section B. No, and sailing seas. Okay, this one is new. Try to check. Okay, so this is for group 5 in section B. So we have a group 6 on section A. Do we have anybody here? Do we have group 6 from the group? Okay, so we have this one, group 6. Okay, so this is for group 6. Save us. Okay, and we have here virtual LAN. Okay, this is for let's see. This is group 6, info 3B. 3B. And this. So any seventh group there or by pair or tatlo lang sila sa ato na section? So kung may arada group 7, so we'll have the last two groups. So kung wala ka mo group, so basi dalawa lang ka mo or tatlo, so I will have you have another option. Okay. So before configuring the simulation, so what do you need is to simulate the web page. How? So you wait for all connection to be green. Then example, we'll try this if it is okay. And I try this if this is working. It still failed. Okay, so as you can see, there's one successful sent from the router. That is from the, I think from the web server. So in this way, it happens that there's so many system at running, so you need to clear the event list so that you could simulate again. So I think try first this one. Any question? Okay, to make it more in cases that you have so many devices for group 6. So this was 3B. So you need to have to erase the method, and you try to check at one at a time. Okay, you try this first. Now if this working, you're just going to stop the device from sending. You see it was canceled. So now we have to stop the simulation, and we delete this, and again. So we try to check which one works well with this simulation. So we have only one packet to be sent to this. If it is going to be good, then you could receive it. And I think this one is one of the we find a way that this was going to be a good medium from your voice over IP, and you will have a successful communication between voice over IP. Okay, so as you see, we have successful communication here. So this eliminates us if we are going to the laboratory physically in our room. You need to set up how many computer? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And you have to borrow devices. You have one hub, one home router, one ISP router, and the other one server. So ISP is like your PLDT, Globe, Smart. This is your ISP router. And this one's in your at home. Okay, this is a common setup. Now that's for group 6, 3B. Now we have the last one. Uh, ay, what happened? I did not notice. Open something. Okay, so now we go to another. We go to router. Uh-huh. Yeah, dynamic host. Okay, we have here reservation. Okay, so that is for this one. Okay, so BA, and this is group 7. If you have group 7, this would be your project, and you have two questions after. Okay, save us. I think we are finished here. Oh, oh my God. Okay, this one. So this is kind of not maybe complicated for you. Okay, I finish. Okay, so this would be for group 7, 3B. Now we end the yes. Okay, so I think we end the assignment for each group. So any questions regarding the assignment for your project? Any questions? I think we need to stop the recording. Thank you.